Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In this session, we'll be looking at metric conversions in volume. As we've learned in earlier sessions, we make conversions on this chart. But once again, when we do volume, much like area, the conversions on this chart are different. Let me illustrate. Here's a simple cube. Let's calculate the volume of this cube. Our formula is volume is equal to length times width times height. And in this case is fairly simple. 1 times 1 and times 1, of course, is 1 meter cubed. However, if we make a small change, we will find a different result. You will, of course, remember that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Let's take our cube and convert its measurements into centimeters. Let us once again return to our formula and calculate the volume of this cube. You will now see that we have a substantially larger number. Once again, if we go back to the chart that we learned about earlier, we'll see that that number doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to us. Because according to this chart, 1 meter becomes 100 centimeters. However, we're dealing with volume. In the same way as we learned earlier in the video on the conversions in area, the conversions in volume are different. I use this to remember how many decimal places I need to move the decimal when I convert. If I start with 1 cubic meter, or meter cubed, I will move the decimal 3 spaces and provide placeholders. And again, as I move down, I will move 3 spaces, arriving at 1 million centimeters cubed, which, as we can see, matches my earlier work. To provide another example, if I start out with 2.6 millimeters and I wish to convert them into meters cubed, I'll have to move the decimal 3 spaces. 0, 0, 2, 6. And again, moving it 3 more spaces. 0, decimal. And yet again. And that is how you make conversions in volume.